When it comes to fitness, a hot topic is this quote unquote hybrid athlete. Now, why I think that is an interesting term is because if you're training two disciplines, like you're doing bodybuilding or functional training and some sort of aerobics like running and cycling, then technically you're doing some hybrid modalities. But where it gets really interesting is nowadays, what we want to do is we want to train these both 100%. We want to be this ultimate hybrid athlete to either run marathons, half marathons, high rocks, do these different events. And I've learned a lot by starting my career being a basketball player, college basketball player, then getting into CrossFit, then getting into bodybuilding, now doing functional training, high rocks, cycling, all of that fun stuff. So if you're trying to be a hybrid athlete or just trying to be a better athlete overall, especially in your 30s, I have a lot of field knowledge and a lot of mistakes. I'm going to get into them and I'm going to help you out right now. But before that, like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So how can you be an overall better athlete, especially in your 30s, whether it's a hybrid athlete or just being better aerobically and fitness wise, but in two different disciplines? Number one, what you have to do is you have to understand and be okay with the fact that you can't be 100% in two different disciplines or three different disciplines at the same time. There was a time where I did 2-a-days for probably 2 to 3 months at a time, and I felt so low energy. I was always sore, I was always irritable, and I was trying to push so hard, and I was like, I just wasn't capable. Being a new dad on top of having a full-time career and being a husband and everything, it just was not feasible for me. So what I had to do was take a step back and say, hey, I need to split time. I'm not going to be the world's best in one thing, and that's 100% okay, but I can be really good at a few different things if I structure it accordingly. That was the first mindset shift, is if you're trying to do too much, you're actually going to end up doing a lot worse for yourself than you originally anticipated. So when it comes to hybrid or just kind of building two different modalities or three different modalities, understand, hey, you have to take a step back so that you are able to give your body and mind some time to grow and ease into it. Number two, the mistake that I've made is not really locking into recovery. Recovery is key to adaptations. It's key to getting better. It's key to getting stronger. It's key to getting faster, because what's happening is when you're working out, you're actively breaking down your body. And the only way that you can build it back up is when you recover. When you are lifting weights, what you're doing is you're tearing the muscles so they can build back better. If you are not giving your body enough time to build back, you're not doing those things, it cannot be better, right? So make sure that you are giving yourself some solid recovery time. Get your 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Make sure, and also nutrition is recovery as well. If you're just overeating on crap because you think that your output is so high and it's typically not as high as you actually think, then you're not giving your body adequate recovery. You're not giving your body adequate nutrients. What you might be doing is overloading your system with a bunch of crap and not sleeping well enough, and then expecting you to wake up the next day and perform even better. So recovery is not just about sleep. Recovery is all encompassing: sleep, nutrition, stretching, mobility, doing all of those to make sure that you are ready to attack the next day and just be better. But do those things and recover. Number three, keep easy days easy. Now, when you are typically, I'll use like a running block, or when you're running and trying to lift and everything, you'll have some easy runs, you'll have some easy workouts on the schedule. Now, the problem with that is sometimes you feel really, really good on those easy days. When you feel good on those easy days, what you do is you make those easy days harder because you push harder. And so you stack up hard day after hard day after hard day, and then you're wondering why you feel buried, why you have no energy, why you're feeling irritable. When you have easy days, make sure those days are easy. They serve a purpose for recovery. They serve a purpose for aerobic conditioning. They serve a purpose just as much as hard days do. And you typically want more easy days than hard days, because your body is not just there to be just pounded every single day and to just be buried every single day. Make sure that your easy days are easy, so when it gets to your hard days, you can actually go hard on those days. You're not just kind of in this weird, like moderately hard area, gray area every single day, right? So easy days easy, hard days hard. Simple, simple. We're not going to make the overly simple complex. We're going to keep the simple simple. Number four, fuel effectively. Now, this is so important. And I think that fueling is very different for different people, right? Because I was reading this book called Born to Run. I finished the book, and a lot of it was talking about, oh, okay, heavy carbs, but doing the right things when it comes to carbs, the beans, the rice, that type of stuff. And then I was reading Born to Run too, and it was really talking about like a high fat diet. And so it made me realize like, oh, I'm no nutritionist, but maybe some people work better with some different forms of nutrition. But at the end of the day, making sure that your fueling is intact, that works for you, and that you're not just eating junk food. Make sure that your foods are whole foods. Make sure that you are getting enough in your system around the times that you work out. I used to be somebody who I would do fasted cardio, right? And it served a purpose for my goals at the time. But now if I'm going out and I'm running 8 to 10 miles, for me, I can't do it fasted. I need some carbs in my system, because at some point in time, even though I might be running at a zone 2, which taps into my fat source first, at some point in time, my heart rate might get a little high, and it might be like, hey, we need some sugar, we need some glucose to really tap into to make sure that we're getting what we need, right? So make sure that you are fueling appropriately for you. I'm not going to sit here and prescribe, hey, here's exactly what you need to be doing, because everybody's different. We have different body types, we have different styles of training, we have different goals, we have different things, but make sure that you are locking into how you should fuel for yourself. It is going to be the game changer. When I started fueling correctly for me, it changed how I performed every single day. And I'm like, wow, part of it wasn't just the, athletic gifted ability or the hard work or whatever. A lot of it was like, hey, I'm putting fuel in the tank and it's allowing the car to go further and more efficient than what it was previously. So fuel efficiently, effectively, and for you. Number 5, this is what I love. Sign up for something. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're not a pro athlete. When you sign up for something, there's skin in the game. You get better just because you are willing to show up for something, and it makes it so exciting. Like, we used to, play sports in high school, play sports in college, and there was always something to like get ready for. But sometimes like after that, you might do some social sports things, but like when you're in your 30s, it's a funny joke, but it's also true. People get into running, they get into hybrid training, they get into different styles of working out because they need something that gets them up in the morning, that keeps them athletically motivated to do something. So make sure that you're signing up for something. It doesn't have to be, or it can be a half marathon, it can be a high rocks, it can be really a weightlifting competition, it can be whatever you enjoy, but sign up for it, put some skin in the game, because what that does is it gets you excited to get up, to get moving, to have goals, and also it emanates into so many other aspects of life. The reason why I still love training so hard is because I'm a better husband because of it. I'm a better dad because of it. I'm a better employee, manager, coworker because of it, because I'm like, oh, this is something hard, and this is something that I've set on my calendar, that I've committed to doing, that I'm going to work hard to doing. And so other commitments, other things that I have in my life, I'm able to sit back and say, hey, okay, cool, I can do it because I'm doing it in an athletic space that I enjoy doing, that's also tough, but I'm going to keep showing up day after day. So it's going to emanate into every other aspect of life that I deem is important. So put something on the calendar and show up. Last but not least, follow a structured approach. When I started working with a running coach, it changed my entire life. I got faster, so much faster. There was some structure. I wasn't just doing things to do something, and it helped me eliminate some of the BS that was like on my plan that I was just programming by myself because I just didn't know from a running standpoint. I didn't have any field knowledge, right? So making sure that you have a structured plan, a structured approach, a coach, somebody who can help you out, because it can eliminate a lot of the time that you're spending not getting better, especially if you're trying to train in a few different modalities. People who have field knowledge, I'm going to say this, a lot of people are book smart. A lot of people have a lot of knowledge, like on paper knowledge, but not a lot of people have field knowledge. Find somebody who is both, or somebody who has a lot of field knowledge. I've always found that to be so important, because I'm like, when I'm in a specific area, when I'm trying to train for running or for functional training, when somebody's already been through it and they know where I'm at and they know how I feel, they know, just the overall actual feeling of the thing, that helps me, because I'm like, oh, you've been there. You haven't just read a book about it and say, well, this is what you should do because this is what the book says. It's like, no, you've been there, you've done it, you have field knowledge. So find a structured plan and structured approach by somebody who has field knowledge. I think that's so important with everything in life. Like, I can't listen to somebody who's never been married about like, hey, how to be married for 20 years when it's like, you've never been married for 20 years, right? Like, I want to know from somebody who's been married for 30 years of like, hey, give me all the nitty gritty of things that I need to watch out for, things that I need to make sure I guard myself from, things that I need to make sure that I'm pushing at, things that I need to make sure that I'm doing to allow this marriage to go beyond 20 years, right? So find a structured plan by somebody who has field knowledge. Super simple. So I hope that you all enjoyed this message. These are very simple things that you can do today to just become a better athlete, to become a better, just athletically performing person, especially in your 30s. And if you jumped into this whole like high rocks, running, cycling trend that we all get into, that I'm into right now. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy this message. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.